visits to the country. Mr Trump promised the measure while campaigning to return to the White House and said China would be hit hardest. Treasurer Jim Chalmers says some instability in the global economy is to be expected.
We won't be immune from the consequences of any trade war that happens in our region or around the world. But we are well placed, we are well prepared.
Now turning to FIVEAA sport, and tickets are now on sale for the two AFLW semi-finals this weekend. The Crows play FIVEAA at Norwood at 3:05 Saturday afternoon. Port take on Hawthorn at Icon Park on Saturday night. Port assistant coach Sam Virgo says a great pre-season has really paid dividends.
We really challenged the players in the off-season last year to get after their fitness. Put Gaz and the high-performance team got to work in the off-season as well to get after our fitness, and that has really enabled us to play more of our game style for longer. Credit to the players and the work that they've put in to realise those gains.
In the WBBL, the Adelaide Strikers are in action later today. They play the Renegades at Karen Rolton Oval. And Alex de Minaur has gone down to Yannick Sinner in his opening match at the ATP Tennis Finals. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Afternoon, the Adelaide 500 road closures are in place, including Wakefield Road at East Terrace, parts of Huts Road and Kettleville Terrace. Pretty slow around that east end of the city, so avoid it if you can. Seaton, Burst, Watermain, Tapley's Hill Road just before Trimmer Parade, and slow for works at Glenside, Greenhill Road near Portrush Road. Cameras, Airport Road, Brooklyn Park and Balmoral Road at Durnan Courts. This is your last chance to save up to 50% on holidays, cruises and tours with Flight Centre's big red sale. Don't miss out on deals this good. Hurry ends Wednesday. Book now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
The FIVEAA forecast, a shower or two this afternoon, sunny tomorrow 26, Wednesday partly cloudy 23, Thursday partly cloudy 24. Right now it's 30 degrees. Now let's check what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, South Australians pause on Remembrance Day to pay tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. The Gather Round fixture confirmed. We'll reveal when you can buy tickets. Aldi under the microscope with the ACCC's supermarket inquiry. And the Emperor penguin that swam to Australia all the way from Antarctica. 9 News. Your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
With a Westpac home loan package, not only is all your banking in one place, but you'll also save over $5,000 on interest charges in the first year alone that you can spend on whatever you like. I could finally get a parrot. Or maybe not. Search Westpac Home Loan Packages today. Credit criteria, T's and C's, fees, charges and $395 annual package fee apply. Based on a $400k Rocket Repay variable rate home loan standard package discount. Visit westpac.com.au/packages.
It's 2024 NAB AFLW Finals time. This weekend, the action hits Norwood Oval as Adelaide takes on Fremantle in a huge clash. Finals footy is here. You won't want to miss it. For just $15 a ticket and under 18s free, it's your chance to experience AFLW Finals footy live and up close. So what are you waiting for? Visit women's.afl to get your tickets now. Finals. See you at the W.
See you at the W, yeah.
Bob McGinnon proudly presents one of the best rock and roll shows in Australian history. The Good Old Days of Rock and Roll at Her Majesty's Theatre, Adelaide at 2 p.m. matinee Saturday, December 14. Lucky Star, Dinah Lee, Jade Hurley, Digger Avell and Little Paddy in one sensational sellout show. The Good Old Days of Rock and Roll. Don't miss the 2 p.m. matinee performance Saturday, December 14 at Her Majesty's Theatre, Adelaide. Tickets on sale now.
Here at FIVEAA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. Everyone's talking about Santa's Wonderland. Opens November 29th and on until December 24th. Adelaide Showground. santaswonderland.com.au. Join the Christmas show fun at Observatory 23 on December 13 and 14. Proudly supporting the Hutt Street Centre. Visit observatory23.com.au. FIVEAA. Supporting local business.
Phantom Screens are the only manufacturer that make outdoor blinds up to 12 metres long. More than enough for an outdoor entertainment kitchen, a petting zoo, most of a bowling alley, and a historically accurate Viking longbow. Since 1995, Phantom Screens have been improving homes with top-quality, powder-coated, aluminium-framed, retractable screens. Whatever space you have, there's a Phantom Screen for you at phantomscreens.com.au.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family owned and operated, because it's personal.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 8 minutes past 3, good afternoon to you. I'm Stacey Lee with you on 5AA. Live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream now, so jump on and say hi, and jump on the phone if you have a question about your pets.
Who let the dogs out?
Time to talk all things pets with Dr. Derek.
Who let the dogs out?
Dr. Derek McNair from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. Happy Monday.
It is a happy Monday, isn't it?
It is.
It's very nice. The sun's out. Yeah.
Yep.
There's more nice people in the world than not nice people, I think.
Yeah, sometimes we need a reminder of that.
You do, and I think the thing you do at 3:30 on a Monday is really nice. Oh, the
afternoon delight.
We need stories about nice people because there's far more of them, and they don't get the publicity they should.
We do, don't we?
Yes.
I registered your nomination last week for the lady who stopped to help the ducks across the road. And then do you know when I was driving down that extension of Hutt Street where it turns into East Terrace? I never know the name of it. I never know where it changes name.
Yes.
But when I was driving down there the other day, I saw a little cluster of ducks on the grass on the side of the road, and I thought, this is exactly where that lady would have stopped.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's very nice. And if people can drive a bit more slowly, and they probably think they can't drive any more slowly getting into town in the mornings at the moment. But,
yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Yes, but just be careful of everything.
Speaking of driving and the nice weather we're having,
Yes.
we're heating up this weekend. 35 or 36 degrees is the forecast for Saturday.
Yes.
Good reminder about pets in cars.
Yes. Yes. A reminder about everything, but yeah, pets and cars. I was even thinking today, like, you're in Adelaide. If it was 27 in Glasgow, everyone would have their bathers on and they'd be doing this. But in Adelaide, you sort of think, oh yeah, it's warm, but if it doesn't have a 3 or a 4 in front of it, you don't consider it hot.
Yeah.
But I was doing a bit of research into dogs and cars, and even today, if you call it 27 degrees, if you leave your car in the sunlight, in 10 minutes inside, it's 37. And in half an hour, it's 46. So even on days like today, you have to start from now for the next probably 9 months. Be aware if you're taking your dog out, if you're going to, have to go into the supermarket or something, don't take your dog out.
Them,
yeah, just don't take them. On these warm days, only take them if you absolutely have to. And when it gets hotter and still, then if you're going to take them for a walk, first thing in the morning is probably the time to do. Walk outside yourself onto the pavement in your bare feet and just see if that's comfortable for you in your bare feet. That's okay for your dogs. Dogs' pads are not as tough as everyone thinks. They are not like us wearing shoes. They are not as protected as that. So if you find it too hot for your own bare feet, it's too hot for your dog as well. So just don't do it. Buy some toys from Cheapest Chips. Entertain your dog at home. They need a walk generally, say once a day. Most dogs would need it. But if you have a few days that you don't have one, that's better than burning their feet.
Yeah, It's a really good reminder because there was a trick someone told me that if you put the back of your hand, so not your palm, the top part, on the pavement for 5 seconds, and if it's too hot to stay on there, or 3 seconds, if it's too hot, it's too hot for their feet.
Yes,
because you don't want them to burn their feet.
No, and they can, and they do, and they can, and we see it every year. And it's unintentional. The owners don't realise, because they haven't tested it, because they've got their shoes on, because they don't realise how hot the pavement gets. And things like if you're at home, if you can keep them indoors, leave your air conditioning on. I know it's expensive. If you can't, put them in maybe your laundry, whatever's nice and cool, the coolest place they can lie on cool tiles. Lots of water supplies, especially if they're outside. If you just leave one water supply and they knock it over at the start of the day, and you're away from 9 till 5, let's say, then they have no water for 8 hours on a hot day. So lots of water supplies. Make big ice cubes. Put them, get the like 1 litre ice cream cartons when you're finished, and just use that. Put some water in it, make a massive ice cube, put that in the bottom of their feeding bowl. That's the other thing you can make up. You can freeze food and give them frozen food to lick. But you need lots and lots of food supply, water supply. Even put a brick in the bottom so it doesn't topple over. And make sure they have shade. If they don't have any shade, your dog or cat should not be outside at all on these hot days. So and you can get paddling pools for them. Again, everything in the shade. Have the paddling pool in the shade. You can get coats. They can actually make them cold, so you can have little coats that you can put in the fridge, and you make them cold, and collars and stuff like that. So there's lots of things you can do, but please, it's you sort of think it's like everything. It's common sense. Yeah, it's common sense, but sometimes taking your dog out in the car, if you don't have to, on a day, anything above 20 almost, you have to think about. Be very careful.
I just wouldn't want to leave them in the car.
No, and they cool down by panting. So if they're in a hot car, they're not cooling down because the surrounding air is really warm, so the panting doesn't cool them down. And even if you leave a window open, it's about 3 degrees maximum that it may reduce the temperature inside. But when you've got, if your car's 46 and it reduces it to 43, it's still going to be far too hot. Yeah. So
really good reminder.
Again, it's you think it's common sense. You think it's common sense to drive at the speed limit, but that doesn't always happen. So we just have to keep preaching, because vets, we see, unfortunately, the end result. Heat stroke as well. Heat stroke will kill dogs.
Because especially with the walk, I mean, Murray loves his walk. If we have a day where we are busy or whatever and can't take him for a walk, which is rare, but if there's ever a day, we know he's got so much energy, and that night we're paying for it. He's running around the house and he's getting the zoomies and whatever, but he loves his walk, and he wouldn't let a bit of warm pavement get in the way of him in his walk. I think he'd just power through until his little paws were too hot. I think he'd just be too excited to go for his walk. Yes, and a bit of a problem as well is dogs often don't know when to stop. Yes. So they'll go out, if we went out, well, not now, my jogging days are over, but if I went out jogging on a really hot day, you'd suddenly think after 2 minutes, I'm really hot, this is a bad idea, I'm going to stop. Whereas a dog will just keep going and keep going and keep going, and they will keep going until they collapse. And then by then it can be too late. So we have to control them. You don't let them run around, even in grass and stuff. If the ambient temperature is too high, the grass is obviously cooler than the pavement, but it's still far too hot. Still too hot. Okay. A couple good reminders there. Yes. If you have a question for Dr. Derek, jump on the phone. 8223 0000 is the number to call, and we'll take some calls next.
The 2024 Multicultural Festival is on Sunday the 24th of November in Tarndanyanga, Victoria Square, right in the heart of Adelaide. Come along and enjoy some of the 150 amazing food dishes while experiencing music, performances, hands-on activities and presentations from nearly 60 different cultures. It's a free, fun day out for the whole family. Gates open from noon until 6 p.m. Learn more and view the program at multicultural.sa.gov.au/festival. We can't wait to see you there.
We open our doors to people we trust and care about. And for over 85 years, South Australians have been opening their doors to Rest Haven. In turn, we've been opening doors to an easier, better life at home. From personal care to help with the shopping and social outings, you'll welcome the care that Rest Haven brings.
You've selected your block up on the river. Your mind is buzzing with ideas. This is going to be the best river home ever. Raised high, breezes flowing, great times ahead. But first, you need to walk through the Selector Homes display village and let your design ideas flow. Selector Homes have been creating holiday homes for over 25 years, and they are experts in building pole homes. Selector Homes and Building Solutions Display Village, Port Wakefield Road, Burton. Visit selectorhomes.com.au.
We love our pets. They bring us so much joy. So show them how much you care and head to your local Cheapest Chips for some amazing bargains. Right now, you can save $50 on a large pet pen cage with a canvas cover. That's a large pet pen cage with a canvas cover. Now it's just $220.
The bargains keep coming. Heavy duty pet ramps, and this is really good for older dogs who struggle to jump and get up, so it's good for getting them into the car, or if you want to get them onto your bed, you can do that as well. Or little dogs who wish they were big dogs, and save $10. They're only $69. That is really cheap. And grab a barrel pet food dispenser, suitable for water too, as we're talking about there. 3.8 litres for just $15.
Wow, there you go. And you can get your little pooch off to a flying start with puppy training pads, a 30-pack. 2 for just $15. That's extremely cheap. We used
and
so
there's
many
and there's lots of puppies around at the moment.
Yeah.
So 2 this morning, just beautiful.
Oh, cute. So get into your local Cheapest Chips for amazing catalogue deals on sale now. Even pets live cheaper every day at Cheapest Chips.
We've got Shane from Drummond Golf with us. Shane, you've made it so easy to improve your game with a room full of indoor simulators.
Yeah, Tommy, we think all golfers out there will love our Big Swing Golf indoor simulators at Drummond Golf Mile End. We have a room full of simulators to play golf and other sports like soccer, baseball, basketball and even football with your mates, rain, hail or shine.
It's great fun, isn't it, Shane? But more importantly, the simulators you have, they're an incredible tool for improving your game.
Tommy, you're dead right. They're a great training tool thanks to the overhead Ion 3 camera that shows video of your clubhead angle, your clubhead speed and spin rate.
So jump online and take a look at bigswinggolf.com.au, then call your mates and head to Drummond Golf Mile End.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to not deal with organising all the trades? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2, the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers. Plus, we can manage the installation and all sub-trades at a fixed price. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
Whatever your path, we're with you. Australian Super is committed to delivering the best super experience with personalised tools and interactive guides. Visit australiansuper.com/yourpath. Read the PDS and TMD at australiansuper.com.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
In the middle of Pet Talk with Dr. Derek from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. So if you have a question for him, jump on the phone now, 8223 0000. And Kevin is in Port Broughton. Hi, Kevin.
Oh, good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you. Now, on the topic of walking dogs in the heat and so on and so forth,
Yes.
people perhaps, one, take their shoes off and try it for themselves in bare feet.
Yes.
Or look what a dog does in the middle of a hot day, lying down under the shade.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog knows best. And like I grew up on a farm, and we never worked our dogs in the heat of a day. You didn't want to be driving sheep. It was either in the mornings or the evenings.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's exactly. And you sort of think, it's common sense, but common sense is sadly sometimes not all that common. But you're right. Exactly. Walking yourself and your feet and just seeing, am I enjoying this? Is this comfortable? Because my dog's going to do the same. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Good one,
you
Kevin.
too. Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah,
Appreciate that.
and he's right. They sort of say dogs can't talk, but they can certainly communicate.
They try.
They can certainly tell us what they want to do.
Yep,
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Debbie is in South Plympton. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, you two. When we walk our dogs in this weather, you guys, we need to consider the colour of the dog. I have a small black Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to heat up quicker than his pads are going to get hot. Not that I'd walk him in the hot on the hot ground.
Yes.
But so I have to consider if we've got a lot of shade in our walk. And you think about us, we put a hat on, we put sunnies on, you know, 'cause it's sunny. We don't give any sun protection to our animals.
I know.
So, yeah, that's something too. We need to think about their size and their colour.
Yes. Yes, it's a very good point, and sort of going on from that, yes, black dogs do heat up more. So do watch out for that. Also, you know, take them to the groomer, get their hair cut. That does cool them down more. And also, just going by a different breed, if you go for these dogs, they're called brachycephalic, basically the ones with the squashed-in faces, they are not as efficient at breathing. Yes, exactly. So, and they are far more prone to heat stress as well. It's very true. I mean, for black dogs, you don't usually need block-out sunscreen, but you can get pet block-out sunscreen.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes, I have seen that.
Yes, yeah, because white dogs can get burnt and skin cancers in their ears, as a lot of white cats do, and they can also get it on their noses.
Okay.
So
you know, and animals do regulate their own heat because my animals are indoor-outdoor. We have an enclosed backyard. I have 6 cats. The back door is wide open. They're all inside, lying on the tiled floor.
Yeah, they know. They know.
It's very true, Debbie. And yes,
Absolutely.
they'll regulate their heat if they can.
Yeah.
If they can, and saying that, yes, they lose a lot of heat through their paws. So if they have to be outside, if you have a nice cool paddling pool, they can stand in, that will get rid of a lot of their...
Get rid of the heat.
A lot of the heat there, yes. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Thanks for the call, Debbie. Really appreciate it. Let's go to Andrew in Ridgehaven. Hi, Andrew.
G'day, guys. How are you today?
Yeah, good,
Very
thank you.
well, thank you.
Now, I've sent you through a little photograph of dear little Matt. She's a black and white staffy, but on her snout she's got an area which looks like there's not much fur there.
Okay, hold on, I'm just moving away from the microphone to go and look at the photo.
He's coming to look at the photo, Andrew. You've sent us what's the staffy's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Okay, so there's a little patch on the top of her nose that's bare. She doesn't have any hair there. Is that? It's a little bit red, is it?
It's pinkish colour, yeah, like young skin. Like it's under her belly.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed that bit about her belly. Sorry.
It's like the skin under her belly, but there's no hair there. She's got that little pinky tinge to her.
Yes, yes. Is it?
Now I'm more worried about obviously the snout, because even now she's laying half out under the veranda in the shade, and her head is sticking out in the sun.
Yes. How old is she?
She's about 8 months almost.
Okay. Okay. Was there before in that bald bit? Was it? It's sort of. It's difficult to see. It sort of looks circular. Was it circular there?
It's always been there. I noticed that when she was only very young, we first got her.
Okay.
That struck me. I was a bit worried. Now my wife has purchased some supposed sunscreen for animals, for dogs. That is totally safe, all that sort of stuff, Doctor?
Yes. Yes, yes. Just check and Google. But yeah, all the ones that vets get is very safe. The only downside of it. Sorry, I was wondering if you're asking about the lesion. It looks like her nose is going a bit dry, and at the end there's a bit of like the skin's coming off it at the end. So I wasn't sure whether there was actually some disease process there. But if you're just talking about the pale bit on the skin, then yes, the sunscreens are good. You just want to watch that big pink thing in their mouth comes up and often licks it away.
Yeah.
But it looks in the photo as if it might be far enough away that the sunscreen should protect it. So, and the other thing, not all dogs will tolerate them, but you can get big, long, peaked caps.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, yeah, and you can get that. And some dogs will put up with them very well. Some dogs won't, but yeah, some of them will. They'll wear a hat quite easily, and it's just, as the last caller Debbie was saying, we put a hat on. Well, you can actually put a hat on your dog as well if they'll tolerate it. So, but the big thing is to do as much as you can and keep them out of the sun in the middle of the day. Just follow the same rules as we do. Take them out early morning if it's not too hot, last thing at night, and sort of inside listening to FIVEAA during the day.
She does have a habit of digging. We've got a little area where she's a little bit of a fossicker.
Right.
But with the hat, unfortunately, she's got a big playmate here. He's a couple of years older, and I don't think he'd allow her to wear the hat for too long. He'd want to take it and play with it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for your help.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. It's probably the digging. That's probably
Appreciate
what's taking the little bit of skin off her nose is the digging
The
there.
digging, yeah. With the doggy sunscreen, could you use human sunscreen, or is it a different formula?
It's slightly different.
Okay.
You can. No, I'll say no.
Okay.
I know there are some provisos, but no, just use doggy ones.
Okay, all
Yep.
right, good to know.
Yep.
Probably have time for one more quick call. Pauline is in Marden. Hi, Pauline.
Oh, hi, Dr. Derek and Stacey.
Hello.
So, Derek, we've got a staffy, and he's got very dry ears.
Yes.
Can we put, what can we put on, pawpaw cream or?
Yes, you can put on pawpaw, you can put on sorbeline, is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are they dry on the outside or the inside or both?
A little bit, she's scratching a bit on the outside too.
Right.
But it's mainly inside. We're just wiping it out with a cool flannel, rag.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's safe to use all that.
Yes, it is safe to use all that. There's probably the inside of ears usually go dry because there's chronic inflammation. So the fact she's itching her ears, the first thing you'd think of is an allergy, because ears and paws are the most common areas that get itched with allergies and become hot. And it's a bit like if we sunbathe for a few days, the skin becomes inflamed and then it becomes dry as well. And that's what happens with dogs with allergic skin. So maybe talking to your vet about something to sort of stop the itch, but you can actually, for the dryness, another good thing is something called Essential 6, which you can buy over the counter at your vet's. It's really concentrated omega fatty acids, and the skin specialists have found that you just squeeze it in the back of the neck once a week for 8 weeks if you follow the things, and that's much better effect than just putting fish oil into their diets and stuff like that. It has a much more moisturising effect on the skin. But yes, you can use sorbeline, you can use pawpaw, anything like vitamin E cream, all that sort of stuff's good.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go, Pauline. Good luck.
Yes, good luck.
That's good. And before you go, Dr. Derek, a little comment on the text line from Maggie. Hi, Dr. Derek. My silly Westie would lie on the pavers in full sun on a 40-degree day if we let him. We do keep an eye on him in this weather.
Good idea. Look, there's no accounting for some Scottish genetics.
I don't think it's just Scottish. Murray's not all that smart sometimes
there you
either. Thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure, thank you.
Always appreciate it. That's Dr. Derek McNair from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. It's time for the 3:30 news headlines now, and after that, Afternoon Delight. Make sure you get on the phone, share your happy stories, share the good news you received over the weekend. Maybe you witnessed a random act of kindness. We need some good news to start the week off on a positive note, so let's share it.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. One person has been killed after a truck slammed into a kindergarten in Victoria. 3 people have been charged with attempting to take contraband into a local prison. The state government will introduce legislation this week to officially ban political donations. And in sport, tickets are now on sale for the 2 AFLW semi-finals this weekend. The 5AA forecast, a shower or two this afternoon, sunny tomorrow, 26. Right now it's 30. We'll have more news at 4 and as it happens on 5AA.
Football fans, listen up. Catch 5AA each Thursday night as Adelaide United star midfielder Stefan Mork presents the World Game.
Your A-League games into your EPL games.
Find out everything that's happening in the world of football, from A-League to the Premier League and everything in between.
This will actually be a massive game.
Join Stefan Mork for the World Game.
It would be great to hear from you guys.
Thursday nights from 6:30.
Tune in
on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
It's 2024 NAB AFLW finals time. This weekend, the action hits Norwood Oval as Adelaide takes on Fremantle in a huge clash. Finals footy is here. You won't want to miss it. For just $15 a ticket and under 18s free, it's your chance to experience AFLW finals footy live and up close. So what are you waiting for? Visit women's.afl to get your tickets now. Finals. See you at the W.
See you at the W, yeah.
Treat your family and friends to something a little fancy from FIVEAA, your family liquor stores. Spring means fresh, vibrant flavours, and if you're partial to a white wine or two, try our selection of SA-made Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris. Let the sun shine in and enjoy a margarita with quality tequila, or lighten up with an Aperol or Campari spritz. There are new beers to try too, with craft IPAs, Pilsners and Kolsch-style brews. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store for over 45 years.
Hi, I'm Steve Wormald from Walco Liners and Covers out at Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. We'd never done radio. Contacted FIVEAA and were teed up with James Wellham. After I touched base with James, we had a meeting. We also got hooked up with Creative from FIVEAA. I had a strategy on timing of the ads. I didn't have really any clue on the content of the ad. So Creative, and I was trusting. I don't know anything about content, and I just said, go for your life. Do whatever you want. And I think you've got to do that. When you come to AA, Creative, let them do their job, which is exactly what we did. We just went, go for it.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Losing your grip on things? If painful and stiff hands are affecting the things you enjoy and everyday life, get in touch with Grip. Grip is a specialised hand and wrist practice with a team of highly qualified hand surgeons and therapists specialising in hand trauma, carpal tunnel syndrome, osteoarthritis, joint replacement, sports injuries, nerve pain and more. To get a grip on the life you loved before, free from hand pain, visit gripsurgery.com.au.
Always local. 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
26 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. I have so many prizes to give away, so make sure you get on the phone now.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
Stacey's Afternoon Delight.
Let's share some good news now. Let's share some happy stories from the weekend. Maybe you read or watched or heard some good news. Maybe you witnessed a random act of kindness. We want to start the week off feeling good. Sometimes the news cycle can be very serious, very depressing, very heavy. We want to lighten it. We want to lighten the mood, lighten your spirit, and in return, I have a $100 voucher for The Vintage Chef. It's a great local South Australian company. They make restaurant quality dinners without the cooking or the dishes. They do meal prep. They'll deliver it to your door, and the meals on their website look absolutely delicious. There was a rosé lasagna that was looking good. There was some sort of a lamb stir-fry stew that was making me nice and hungry before lunch. So they sound amazing. If you want a $100 voucher for The Vintage Chef, get on the phone and share some good news this afternoon. Afternoon's producer Patrick Goldsmith's in the studio. Hello, Pat.
Good afternoon, Stacey.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. I love this time of year for a number of reasons. Adelaide 500, of course, coming up.
Oh, yes.
Which is exciting. It's
This
a real
week.
buzz around the place.
We'll be broadcasting from there on Thursday.
We will be. That'll be exciting.
It will be.
Lots of fun people to talk to that afternoon. That's all coming up. But no, this time of year you walk down many streets in Adelaide. You drive down many streets in Adelaide, and either the skyline just above you or the ground, increasingly so, covered purple with jacaranda tree flowers. And I do love that feeling of driving down a street that's got purple trees littered and lining the pavement.
I know, we do take it for granted, don't we?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because they're all over the city as well.
Yeah.
It's not just one part of town, it's everywhere.
My dad's here from Sydney and he said the exact same thing. We were just driving through the suburbs and he said, you know, we just don't have this. You're so lucky with all these beautiful streets. And I thought, we really are. We take it for granted.
Yeah, it's picturesed.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
my
nice
afternoon
one,
delight.
Pat. Good
it's
work.
not a good news story, but
No, it made you feel good.
made me feel good.
Good. That's all we need. You're not eligible for any of the prizes, though.
I never am. It's annoying.
Anyway, now Pat's going to head back into the control room and take your calls. Thank you, Pat. 8223 0000 is the number to call to share your afternoon delight. Meredith's in Campbelltown. Hi, Meredith.
Hello. How are you? Sophie? It is Sophie, isn't it?
Stacey.
Stacey. I knew it started with S. Sorry.
That's
I'm having
okay.
a bad day. But anyway, I've had some good news today from my son. He's been trying to get a job for ages. Half the jobs he goes for, they don't even let him know he's got the job or anything, which annoys him more.
Yes.
But anyway, he got a phone call this morning at 9 o'clock, and they said you can start Monday, and it's about 10 minutes away from home.
Oh, perfect. How good's that?
Mm.
How long's he been looking?
Happy. Oh, God. This is the beginning of the year.
Oh, God.
You know, but he's 36, you see. It makes a difference, you know.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, they only want young people, probably, I don't know. But, what, can I say where it is?
Yeah, sure. Give it a shout out.
All right, Foodland at Campbelltown.
Oh, he'll have a great time at Foodland.
So I've got 5 minutes away from my place to get there, and 5 minutes away from his place. So he lives 10. If he walks fast from his place, it's 10 minutes to walk to my place.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
So where he's working, he's in the middle.
Perfect. How good's that?
Yeah, so I'm very happy for him, and he's looking forward to Monday. And tomorrow, is it tomorrow? No, Thursday, he starts at the Clipsal for 4 days. So.
Very nice. Well, tell him I'll be broadcasting down from the Clipsal, so come and say hi.
Oh, I won't be there, but he'll be there.
Yeah, tell him to come and say hi.
Oh, well,
sounds good. Thanks for the call, Meredith.
Hang on. I heard it's going to be 35 on Saturday.
It is. Yeah.
I hate summer. Anyway, darling, you have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Stay
Thank
cool.
you. Bye.
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 It's Meredith in Campbelltown. 8223 0000. Some great news for her son there. He's got a job after looking for months at Foodland in Campbelltown. All the best with it. He'll have a great time working at Foodland. My afternoon delight today is from the weekend. It was my husband Ben's 40th birthday party. We had a party for him at Jama's Kitchen in the function room upstairs. It was a great spot. The food was delicious, but I was extremely nervous in the lead up to the party because he had a dress-up theme, and the dress-up theme was dress as something that starts with the letter B. For Ben, obviously. And I was nervous because I've seen all of these reporting from the AFL and the umpires, and everyone's had these parties in private function rooms, and they've come as stupid dress-ups, which have got people talking and have been very controversial, and I really don't understand why you would ever think to dress up as a terrorist or a rapist or a rape victim or anything like that. I really don't understand why that would ever cross your mind. But it made me extremely nervous in the lead up to the weekend. Thankfully, though, we passed. It proves that the dress-up party is not dead. You can do it without controversy and without offending anyone. We had some great outfits. We had quite a few people dressing up as Ben, which was funny. A couple of women who came along with bald caps on, because my poor husband doesn't have much hair. So that was very funny. They were wearing bald caps. We had someone dress up as Braveheart. We had someone dress up as Breaking Bad. We had a couple of ballerinas. We had a few Barbies. We had a Britney Spears. We had a baseballer. Had a bee and a beekeeper. Batman. Beauty Queen. I was Baby Yoda. Ben was Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. So it was great. We had a great time. We had a great weekend, and it proves the dress-up party is not dead, people. You can do it in a respectful way. I was so grateful. It was a great time. It was really nice to get together. So that's my afternoon delight. 8223 0000 is the number to call if you have an afternoon delight to share with us. And stay listening. Still plenty of opportunities to win. I've got a $100 voucher for the Vintage Chef. They deliver homemade meals. I still have a $100 voucher for Roulette's Tavern as well, and a Nutriderm skincare bundle. So get on the phone. 8223 0000 is the number to call.
Feeling stuck? Henry Bloom's Herbalax to the rescue. It relieves constipation and promotes bowel regularity. Feel light, free and ready to go with Henry Bloom's Herbalax 200 grams dried herb or capsules. Always follow the directions for use.
Over 50 and ready to dive into something amazing? This is for you. We're planning for your future with 2 new over 50s lifestyle resorts in Goola and Encounter Bay. With our vision for world-class facilities and endless activities, your next phase of life could deliver your best years yet with pools, gymnasiums, bowling, greens and more. Visit our new display centre at 1 Banfield Road, Goolwa North or check out lakesideresort.com.au or oceanviewresort.com.au.
Picture yourself as your hand, reaching for another Aldi chocolate cherry liqueur. But as you do, your brain goes, what if we took two? I'm listening. Because for just $5.99, you can go a little extra. Aldi, good different.
Hey, are the onions done?
Not long now.
For over 12,000 South Australians, the most important meal of the day is from Meals on Wheels.
How's the soup coming along?
Behind the meals and behind the wheels are our wonderful volunteers, like our cooks who make the delicious three-course meals for our customers.
Amanda, hello.
If you love cooking, we could do with you.
Smells delicious.
Become a volunteer today and help us keep the wheels turning.
See you tomorrow, Chris.
Visit mealsonwheelsa.org.au for details.
Phantom Screens are the only manufacturer that make outdoor blinds up to 12 metres long. More than enough for an outdoor entertainment kitchen, a mini golf course, a herd of mountain goats, and the 190B bus to Mitcham. Since 1995, Phantom Screens have been improving homes with top quality, powder-coated, aluminium-framed retractable screens. Whatever space you have, there's a Phantom Screen for you at phantomscreens.com.au.
Ever ordered a hot chook and they just hand it to you? No bag? Course not, that'd be weird. It's the same at All Equipment Hire, without the chook. Whatever you hire from us, everything you need is included in the price. No add-ons. We've got it all too, from earth moving to full demolition equipment, concrete saws, jackhammers, elevated work platforms to trailer hire, scaffolding and a lot more. All Equipment Hire. Open 7 days. allequipmenthire.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Sue from Go Vita Semaphore. Need a good night's sleep? Fusion Sleep contains passion flower, traditionally used to relieve sleeplessness and reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. 60 tabs now, $31.75. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Monopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 4:45 here on 5AA, taking your calls for afternoon to light today. If you have some good news to share, maybe you read or heard some good news on the weekend, maybe you received some good news or witnessed a random act of kindness and you want to share it now because we want to start the week feeling good. Rick is in Anglevale. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Stacey. How you going, love?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, have you heard the new payment platform at Chemist Warehouse when you pay your bill now?
Oh, no.
No, you know, normally you do your tap and go on your card or your phone.
Uh-huh.
They're all whinging about, paying fees to use the tap and go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now what they've done is they've introduced a new platform, whereas you scan a QR, it'll come up, you go to your phone, you scan your QR code, you pay it'll come up with a PIN number, you put that number in, you're happy, it's paid. Now, the only disadvantage that you're not getting is that if you have a credit card that's attached to, say, Qantas points, for example, it won't register with that because that's all done through the bank.
Oh.
So it's so they're sort of slowly kicking the bank out and using a different platform.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into that because I did go to the pharmacy not too long ago and they said, can we text you your receipt? Just give us your phone number. And at first I thought, that's good. I don't like the paper. And then I thought, no, I don't really want you to have my mobile number and then you'll have a copy of everything I've purchased here. And again, I'm worried about my data. So I thought, no, I'd just like the paper receipt, please. I just want to do it the old school way. Pay money, get receipt.
Yeah. So that's the disadvantage if you've got points attached to your card. So that's the latest thing coming out from Chemist Warehouse. So they're trying to save the consumer a little bit of money and also save themselves a little bit of money.
Yeah. I'll have to look into it, see what if any data of yours they're collecting while they do it. But yeah, that's interesting. I appreciate the call, Rick. Thank you. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a $100 voucher for Roulette's Tavern. How does that sound?
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
That's all right. You'll enjoy that. Head to
I
Roulette's
will.
Tavern, give lunch or dinner a spin. It's next to Powell's, Kings Road, Parafield. You'll love it.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Enjoy. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. That's Rick in Anglevale, and I'm going to give the Afternoon Delight winner today to Meredith in Campbelltown. Congratulations, Meredith. You've won a $100 voucher for the Vintage Chef restaurant quality dinners without the cooking or dishes. Visit Vintage Chef Co. Meal Prep, delivered fresh each week. You can head online and order $100 worth of meals. That'll go quite far. I was having a look at their website. They look very affordable, and I keep saying very delicious. You will love it, Meredith. Enjoy. Now, okay, 12 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. Taking your calls now on trees. We spoke about it earlier in the show. There was a couple in Prospect who have been having a bit of a barney with the Prospect Council because a council tree has meant they've had plumbing damage and damage to their driveway. And the council says that they're not taking responsibility. They're not liable for it because the council acts as a caretaker of street trees. It's not responsible for the naturally occurring behaviour of trees. So this poor couple, Doug and Sherilyn Dukic, according to the Advertiser, have had to pay $8,500 to replace plumbing damaged by roots from the council-owned tree. I feel so bad for them, and then apparently they're not getting any money back from this. I don't know about you, but didn't really pass the pub test for me when I was reading it. I thought if the tree was on my land and it was damaging someone else's property, I'm sure I'd be held liable for that. And especially if the neighbouring property was council, they'd probably be trying to make me pay for it. And I just thought, why is it now that if it's a council tree, they're not liable to pay for it? If this couple, Doug and Sherilyn Dukic, don't have control over what happens with that tree, it's not their tree. They can't just go out and chop it down and stunt the root system from growing onto their property. There's not much they can do about it. The people responsible are the council. It's the council's tree. So I was really surprised to read this story. Your thoughts, 8223 0000. Marianne's in Paraka. Hi, Marianne.
Hello. I just want to tell you that if the tree roots are in your property, you can chop them and put poison in there.
I'm not sure about the poison part, but the branches, you can definitely chop branches down if they're overhanging.
And roots.
And roots. You can chop the roots,
if the
can
roots
you?
are in your property, well, they shouldn't be there. You don't want your roots in your property, do you?
No, I wouldn't want it, but I didn't know you could do that.
Well, apparently you can, because we've had trouble with big gum trees, and I inquired about it. And if they're in your property, well, they're not supposed to be there.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Because they're your property.
I might look into that. Might see if the if the LGA has any more info. I know you can chop the branches down, but we might see if we can get the local government association on tomorrow. Can you sort of cut the roots if that's coming onto your property? Yeah. Okay.
And as well as that, I want to say that on Tuesday we caught the bus, a group of us into town, and we used our seniors card, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And all seniors travel is free, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, it is, any time. And then we checked our bank accounts, and Metro had taken out $4.40. Can you believe that? I rang them, and they said, I'm going on a bump, sorry about that. I rang them, and they said that I need to give them my bank details and whatnot. But it happens because our credit card is close to the little thing
scanner?
That you have to scan. Yeah.
So you've
scanned
your wallet.
I didn't scan my credit card.
So did you just put your wallet up to it and it scanned your credit card and took money?
No, I just put my seniors card up to it, and so did my two other friends. We just used our seniors card.
So how did it charge you?
We don't know. I think that's disgusting how they can just take out money like that when we didn't even use our credit card or anything. And he said, just give me your details. And I rang at Metro, and he said, just give me your bank details, and we'll and put it back in.
Oh, so
and I
they
said,
will
well,
refund?
You took it out easy enough. I'm not giving you my bank details. You took it out easy enough. Put it back.
Oh, so are they planning to give you a refund?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
they want all my bank details and everything.
Oh, but still,
But if it was so easy to take it out, why can't they put it back in?
Oh, that's very strange.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
You have to warn people.
Yeah.
You have to warn seniors to check their bank accounts.
Yeah, when you're tapping on and off the bus.
Yes.
That's a good warning, Marianne. Thank you. I'm going to give you a Nutriderm skincare bundle.
Oh, what?
For calling in today.
Thank you. I need that. I need more than a skincare bundle.
Well, we'll start with this. We've got a skincare bundle for you. It's got a vitamin C exfoliation scrub. You've got an illuminating body lotion there. It's science-backed skincare for your body with Nutriderm. Nutriderm.com.au for more information. So we'll get that sent out to you.
Anybody.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, Marianne. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
And I love listening to you. Stay gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
I really appreciate that. Bye.
Bye.
That's Marianne in Paraka. Chris is in Surrey Downs. Hi, Chris. You want to talk about trees?
Yeah, up here at Surrey Downs, the council, somebody come by when we first bought the place and put all these trees in. They're on the verge out the front. Now, I've been down to the council and I said, okay, what happens when all the leaves come down and come into the gutter? Are you going to come by and clean out the gutters? Oh, no, we never put them in. Well, who put them in? Oh, we don't really know. And so it goes on. In the meantime, the leaves fall down in the gutter. They fall on the front lawn. Everybody picks them up down the street and puts them in their bin. I don't. I scrape all the leaves out and put them in the gutter out the front. The council, you come by and pick them up yourself. It's not mine. And I asked them whether they come by and trim it. Oh, no, we can't really trim these leaves, or the trees, and we can't do anything about it. And this has been going on for years. I want this tree taken out because it's undermining the house. All the leaves are coming down in the gutters, and it's with everybody else. There's about, in the street I'm in, I'd say about 50% of the people want the trees out. We'd like the council to come by and take the trees out.
I'm with you with that one, Chris. There are certain trees in my street that I hate. They drop little berries and they get really slippery and they stain the footpath and they stain the concrete and the driveways, and I just think they're very dangerous. If you were on a mobility scooter or with a walking frame or a pram, I think it could very easily slip. So I'm with you on that. I don't like the trees that my council's put in. Thank you for the call. Chris, you know what? I'm going to give you a Wallace Cinemas family pass for calling today, so thank you.
Oh, that's all right. No worries. Thank you.
See ya. That's Chris in Surrey Downs. Wallace Cinemas Family Pass. Catch a movie this week. Mitcham, Mount Barker, the Piccadilly, Noarlunga. All sessions are at wallace.com.au. If you're watching on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream, you would have seen Stephen Rowe walk into the studio.
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon, passengers. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready.
What was that for?
Do
you know what? I'm sitting here and seeing your little red poppy on there,
Oh, yeah.
Stacey. That is beautiful. It's one of Australia's most significant days, Remembrance Day, the 11th hour of the 11th month of 11th day of the 11th month. We will remember them. There's no question about that. Armistice Day. I've stopped down for a minute or 2 minutes. I love that our station does it through Matthew Pantelis' show. I got 23 workers, and I was the only one on the outside in the depot that did. I got in a car, sat there, listened to it, the last post, lest we forget, and all that sort of stuff. You know, I lost family members in World War II, certainly not World War One. But it doesn't matter, it's about all wars. And I just asked a couple of young blokes, so I'd have blokes ranges from 18 to 30, not one of them knew.
Oh, really?
And I was just thinking, for that moment I thought, well, have their parents not spoken to them? Is there enough information about it? If it was a public holiday, this is me going out, I'm staying alone, Stephen, but this is a significant day. If it was a public holiday, they would.
Yep.
And that's a shame. Don't you think?
I do. I think it's easy to, and it's horrible to say, it is easy to forget. You do it in school, you're encouraged to learn about it, and then life gets busy, and then you look in the calendar and it's Monday.
Minute.
Yeah, I know. And it's
1 minute.
If I wasn't reminded when I came into the office, I might not have remembered.
Well, I said to all of them, I said, how often do you get on your phone and you look at TikTok or whatever clock, whatever the hell they do? They're always on their phones. Anyway, it's a significant day, Remembrance Day, so we'll honour that today. Gather Rounders drop. The Crows will top on a Thursday night, the round, and Port will tail it on a Sunday night, which is not the best. Hawthorn v Port. Nathan McSweeney is going to be in our test squad. Big show. See you at 4. Thank you, Stacey. Love you, that Poppy. You can still go to the RSL and donate because they need every bit of funds they can get.
They absolutely do.
Well done.
Really good reminder. Thank you, Rowey. Rowey and Timmy G on with you after 4. You would have heard the cuticle earlier. So congratulations to Judy in Prospect. You are on our standby list to win an amazing Silversea cruise to Singapore, all thanks to our friends at Phil Hoffman Travel. Silversea Luxury Cruising and Phil Hoffman Travel, creating moments you'll never forget. Visit pht.com.au. It's time for me to get out of here. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
AutoCam. Look, this is real cutting edge stuff.
AutoCam. It's new from Automasters.
Real-time video.